US actor and comedian Kevin Hart has been wowing watch communities worldwide with his opulent timepieces. Strutting across the carpet with one after the other crazy pieces on his wrist, Hart appears to be a true watch enthusiast, as the watches he owns in his personal life are quite impressive, even by Hollywood standards. Let's take a look at what he has in his watch collection. Make sure you stick to the end because there are some really insane watches to see. The Patek Philippe Celestial is one of the house's grand complications, and its watches are already among the best in the world. The dial of this 2015 watch has been enhanced with a rotating chart of stars, allowing Hart to admire the exact configuration of the nocturnal sky in the Northern Hemisphere. As such, the Ref 6102R joins the historic ranks of Patek Philippe's astronomical watches. What appears spectacular, however, comes at a cost. The watch has an MSRP of $282,000 due to its intricate mechanism and 44mm rose gold case. While numerous factors contribute to the high price of Patek Philippe's watches, four of the most important are quality, handwork, heritage, and value. Patek Philippe is a premium watchmaker, creating timepieces from precious metals and stones such as gold, platinum, and diamond. The Rolex Daytona in rainbow expresses extroverted multi-millionaire better than any other watch, the ideal choice for Hart, who is known to have a gift for gab. The case is made of ever rose gold and measures 40mm in diameter. It's lavishly studded with precious stones on the lugs, bezel, and dial, which drives up the price. Surprisingly, despite an RRP of around $90,000, the chronograph is apparently so popular that it sells on the secondary market for between $500,000 and $600,000 US. Rolex has currently produced 3 official Rainbow Daytona models, refs 116598RBOW, 116599RBOW, and 116595RBOW. The Everose Gold Watch, reference 11659RBOW, was introduced in 2018. It's distinguished by the 11 baguette-cut sapphire indices on its dial. Several celebrities, including actor Mark Wahlberg and Maroon 5 frontman Adam Levine, have expressed interest in this rainbow. Roberto Mancini's personality immediately appealed to Richard Mille, an unrivaled tactician whose inventiveness and elegance shine through on the pitch. He is the very image of the brand, a true gentleman of football, refined, technically brilliant, and creative. The RM1101 was created specifically for him. The RM1101 Robert Mancini reflects the brand's core's philosophy of developing concepts only if they lead to applying new practical developments in watchmaking. What could be lacking in a well-stocked watch collection that's free of financial constraints? Of course, a Richard Mille. Hart has chosen the RM1101 Roberto Mancini in gold, named after a former Italian football player and current coach. This reference is not only a flyback chronograph, but was also designed specifically for football coaches, allowing extra time to be measured separately. Hart owns another 4 Richard Mille watches. Combined, they're valued at around $1.5 million. Rolex watches from the Day-Date collection are never inexpensive. Hart, on the other hand, has located the discontinued reference 218398, which, with a few modifications, requests a small fee. The Day-Date 11's 18-karat yellow gold case features a champagne-coloured dial set with 8 factory baguette-cut diamonds and 2 baguette-cut rubies at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. The sparkling bezel, however, makes the watch a real eye-catcher, thanks to 80 additional diamonds. Value is around $115,000. Rolex is one of the top watchmaking brands out there. The parts are extremely small and have a high failure rate during manufacturing. All of these movements must be assembled by hand by skilled Swiss craftsmen, and with labour costs in Switzerland among the highest in the world, it is no surprise that Rolexes are so expensive. Aside from Patek Philippe, Hart appears to be a big fan of audemars piguet, particularly the iconic Royal Oak models. Of course, his credo also holds true here: the more exclusive, the better. Hart is the proud owner of a ceramic white perpetual calendar Royal Oak, which features day, date, month, astronomical moon, and week of the year, in addition to a perpetual calendar made of black ceramic or a golden royal oak concept. This watch has a stunning value of around $300,000. Hart was also photographed wearing a gold Daytona Ref 116528 with a black dial and gold subdials. Because of the contrast between the dial and the subdial colours, this modern Daytona is sometimes referred to as having a Paul Newman dial. While not a vintage watch, it's a very attractive gold piece. These pieces are currently being sold on the black market for around $60,000. Rolex watches hold their value better than many other luxury watch brands. However, as with any other type of investment, if you're thinking about buying a Rolex watch to sell it for a profit, you should do your homework on the intricacies of Rolex investment. The average price of a new Rolex watch has been steadily rising since the 1950s. There's no indication that this will change as a brand with global recognition. Every year, people are willing to pay more and more in real terms for a Rolex watch. Hart owns a gold Rolex Daytona reference 6263, his second vintage Rolex Daytona as opposed to steel. This watch also has a bakelite bezel, screw-down chronograph pushers, and a two-tone dial, here a gold dial with black subdials. While you won't find modern Daytonas on Jubilee bracelets, some of the older pieces, including Hart's, did. While there are a few examples of the gold 6263 on the market right now, pieces in the $230,000 range are. The rarity of a Rolex watch is one of the strongest indicators of its potential to increase in value, and thus make it a suitable investment asset. Scarcity is closely linked with value in economics, which is repeatedly demonstrated at major watch auctions. Buyers are willing to pay more when a product is in short supply. Rare and difficult to find watches always command the highest auction prices because collectors regard them as the most desirable pieces. A brief examination of the top 3 most expensive Rolex watches ever sold demonstrates this point. Hart's Final Nautilus is another chronograph, but this time it's a very special and limited edition. Hart has been spotted wearing the white gold Nautilus reference 5976 1G001, a watch released in 2016 to commemorate the Nautilus's 40th anniversary. The dial is imprinted with 1976402016 and is the traditional blue associated with the Nautilus. Because the 5976 1G001 was a special limited edition, they command a high secondary market premium. On the secondary market, one of these watches will most likely cost $650,000 or more. The Ref 5271P perpetual calendar with factory baguette diamonds in the bezel and lugs are another Patek Philippe complication Hart has been wearing. The caliber CH29535 PSQ manually wound mechanical movement of the watch includes apertures for day, month, leap year, and day-night indications, as well as a date by subdial. These extremely complicated pieces cost $298,070. The most common of the watches Hart has been wearing is the Tidor 18946. It has a special place in his life for some reason. If we talk about the features, then Rolex Day-Date Tidor 18946, self-winding automatic watch with a 39mm platinum case and diamond bezel surrounding a black mother-of-pearl diamond dial on a platinum pearl master bracelet with folding buckle, hours, minutes, seconds, day, and date are among the functions. As far as the price is concerned, it can almost cost up to $70,000 if you get this in mint condition. The Rolex Daytona 116506 is a one-of-its-kind beauty that shimmers when you want it to shimmer. One of the signature watches of Kevin, the ice blue dial is a subtle and exclusive Rolex Platinum watch signature. Rolex's finest watches are made of platinum, the most noble of metals. Only the Day-Date and Cosmograph Daytona have these exclusive dials. The bezel engraved with a tachymetric scale for measuring average speeds of up to 400 miles or kilometers per hour is an important part of the model's identity. The black bezel, which combines high technology with sleek aesthetics, is reminiscent of the 1965 model, which had a black plexiglass bezel insert. This beauty can easily cost you $120,000, which is nothing compared to its design. It looks like Kevin can open his own shop of Patek Philippe just because of the sheer number of watches he has. This one literally has blue sapphires on the dial. The Patek Philippe Nautilus Blue Sapphire model, reference 5711111P001, is a limited edition of only a few pieces made for VIP customers and not available in the public catalogue. What truly distinguishes the current timepiece is that it's made of platinum, with a bezel set with 32 baguette blue sapphires and 12 sapphires on the hour markers. Further down in the side of the bezel, there's a small flawless diamond, a subtle indication that the Patek Philippe watches are made of the most noble metal. The cost of this beauty is groundbreaking, $600,000. We've got another one for you, mates. Kevin just loves to flaunt what he owns. The first watch in his collection is the Ref 59761G, a white gold chronograph. At first glance, you might think this is a special edition of the Ref 5980, and you'd be right. The dial layouts are identical, and both are powered by the caliber CH28520C. This is an automatic flyback chronograph movement with a column wheel and a vertical clutch, as well as a date display. Its worth is a groundbreaking $500,000. Kevin gives a look of being in space with this watch. Blue metallic dial with 3 superimposed crystals of the northern night sky and Sirius's relative meridian passage, moon orbit, sector for north, south, east and west divisions, outer chapter ring with Roman numerals and moon phases. An extremely fine and rare platinum and rose gold automatic astronomical wristwatch with sky chart, moon phase and orbit, time of meridian, Sirius and moon passage. Now this thing actually costs $800,000. That's a lot. This is by far the most precious watch Kevin owns. He said it himself. As we all know that technical advances are introduced at Patek Philippe to improve long-term functional integrity, they're never marketing gimmicks. The Ref 5650G Aquanaut has received 2 significant horological innovations. The heart of this watch is an optimized Cylinvar Spiromax balance spring with patented terminal curve and inner boss, an innovation that ensures greater precision in mechanical watches. That also costs up to $800,000. We've chosen some of the best watches that demonstrate how serious Kevin Hart's watch game is. Which one did you like the most? Tell us in the comments. That's all for today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and share it with your friends and family.